We interrupt this transmission to bring you the following live broadcast.
It's Wednesday. It's 6 o'clock somewhere. With Karina ready in her chair. And almost 10 whole people watching from home. Are you ready? I said, are you ready? It's time for the ThinkSoJoE Show!
Welcome! I wonder if Facebook's gonna mute that. Mute the intro.
Yeah.
You can't play this song that you wrote and
song.
own and... like last week when they were like, oh no, you guys can't play Yellow Sauce.
Yeah.
What the fuck? I'm in Yellow Sauce. I'm in Yellow. So last week we played 4 bands, right? And we had we played Yellow Sauce, which I'm in.
Right.
We played Inherent Vice, who asked us to play them.
Right.
We played what was that last
The
band?
Despair Collective.
The Despair Collective, who asked us to play them, and we played that other band whose name escapes me, the other one now. But like everybody thanked us at the end of the show for playing the songs.
Mm-hmm.
But and Facebook is like, oh, you can't do that.
We're still gonna do it.
How dare you guys promote local music?
Yeah. Nobody likes that.
We're going to mute all the music in your video so nobody can hear the music that you're trying to promote to other people for other people to hear so these bands get exposure to people they otherwise wouldn't get exposure to. We're going to mute the music.
Tell me how you feel, Joe.
So, so Facebook, good job, Facebook.
Yeah,
Fuck off.
Hopefully that doesn't happen this time. Is there a chance that won't happen this time?
I don't know. I figure I'll give them another shot.
Okay.
If they do, if it happens again, then next week we don't broadcast on Facebook.
Okay, we can still share the YouTube and Twitch links on Facebook.
We'll still be on YouTube. We'll still be on Twitch. You guys can tune in on both YouTube or Twitch. Most of our viewers watch on YouTube, I think.
I think so.
The reason that I'm upset about Facebook, though, is because, like, if you don't know about this show, but you are you are following ThinkSoJoE on Facebook.
Right.
And you scroll through. You're scrolling through your timeline. Now this show pops up and it just starts playing. Mm-hmm. You don't have to click nothing. It just starts playing. If you want to hear it, you unmute it. You look, you see, hey, these 2 people look interesting. Right? So then, then you kind of... like you stop and you're like, oh, hey, I'm going to watch this. And then maybe you interact, you chat. And then, so we lose that if we drop Facebook. And that's why I'm like, you know what, we'll try Facebook again.
Yeah.
And if Facebook says, oh, no, you can't do this, then fuck Facebook. Because Twitch isn't giving us shit about it. Okay. And Twitch has in the past given me shit about music that's played in the background on a video game. Oh. So, like, seriously, really, like, yeah. For Twitch to be like, no, this is fine, and Facebook to be like, no, fuck you. Yeah. Like, yeah, okay, sure, whatever. And especially, I'm in one of the bands we played last week that
I know.
like,
ridiculous.
Like, I was half tempted to just go on Facebook and start a live stream of me just listening, like just me sitting there listening to the Living Brain Dead. Oh. And just like commenting in between songs or something, just like a live stream of like, hey, come hang out and listen to my band and see what Facebook does, see if they mute me, Yeah. But yeah, like, so that kind of was,
frustrating to say the least.
And there's no appeals process, really. So like, there's a form you can fill out if you get taken down from copyright, but it's not necessarily applicable if you have music removed from your content instead of it just straight up removed. Yeah. But I filled it out anyway. I'm like, maybe they'll send it to the right department to argue this. And every single message, oh, well, we see that you had content muted because of this, because of you were playing copyrighted music. Like, okay, I'm playing local bands that have asked us to play, that have distribution deals through like CD Baby and DistroKid and shit like that. And you got to figure like CD Baby and DistroKid are like, you know, they're just distributors. CD Baby, for whatever reason, is like, no, we own this shit. We're going to send you a takedown notice. DistroKid, not so much. In my experience, being a customer of DistroKid,
right?
With the Living Brain Dead album being distributed that way,
yeah.
And we haven't had any. Well, so this isn't even entirely true because there was a guy. I can't think of his name off the top of my head, but there was a guy on Facebook. He was like, "Hey, any bands want me to play your music videos or whatever? I'm gonna just do a live stream, just watching music videos." Like, okay, cool. So I told him, and I had permission from everybody else in the band. Hey, man, yeah, it's cool. If you here's my video. If you want to, here's the link to my video. If you want to play it in your stream.
Yeah.
Facebook took down his stream. So he's mad about it.
Yeah.
Like, I get it, but I gave you permission to do this. And everybody else, I'm sure, gave you permission to do this because you straight up asked, like, hey, does anybody want me to play their music video? It's good promotion.
It is.
We're not Metallica, you know?
Yeah.
We're not Sublime. How's that? Is that better for you? Pearl Jam. We're not Pearl Jam. You know, we're not some nationally, you know, critically acclaimed million-selling band.
Right.
We're not Nickelback.
There you go. That's a good one.
Oh, we'll talk about Nickelback in a minute too. Anyway, but we're not like a nationally, you know, we're not nationally recognized bands, major label artists selling millions of copies, hundreds of thousands, tens of thousands of copies of our records. We're artists that are struggling to get attention, and this show is meant to get attention onto these artists. Like the ones we're playing today, XM Priory, Jaynie Crash and the Tall Men, Tokyo Monsters, and Orange Corner bands. Do you know about them if we're not playing them?
Right.
I mean, you know, do you know? I mean, XM Priory is probably one of the best bands in Buffalo.
Yeah, arguably so.
Jaynie Crash and the Tall Men is probably one of the best bands in Sodus. Can you name any other bands from Sodus?
I cannot.
Tokyo Monsters are probably one of the best bands from Niagara Falls.
Yeah, yeah.
Orange Corner is pretty good. I
don't know where they're from.
They're from all over the region here, and I was listening to I've heard this song.
Yeah,
that's all I had time for was one song because it's the shortest song on their album, and it's 8 minutes long.
We could just have a whole Orange Corner segment.
We could. Well,
that was one song long.
So I'm like going to set up the timer to tell me when we need to stop talking for the day, and I'm just like, this song is 8 minutes long. And I'm like looking for anything shorter. And I think the shortest song I saw by Orange Corner was like 7.5 minutes. I'm just like, might as well stick with this one. It's off their new album and it's the shortest one on it.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Anyway,
well,
they're the ones playing at the skating rink, right?
Yes, I was just going to say that.
That's cool.
All of the bands that we're playing have gigs coming up this week, which is
sure.
good to say.
I got to tell you, I got a sneak peek of this XM Priory performance, and it was really, really well done.
Cool.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
Yeah. Which reminds me, after the show, I have a thing for the Nick and Dan show I still need to edit and send over.
Oh.
Every time I think about Nick, I'm just like, I got to do that thing. And then I forget about it by the next time I'm like in a position to do it. So. Yeah,
well, you have a lot on your plate. I don't know how you have time for everything you do.
I'm going to write this down.
But you didn't stream last night. You didn't stream your games last night, did you?
No, and I still didn't get to bed till like 4:30 after I finished work.
Imagine if you had.
I just wrote down Nick and Dan so that way I can remember.
You have beautiful writing.
I haven't streamed in a week.
Really?
Yeah, this is my first live stream since last week's show.
Wow.
I didn't feel like Thursday. I think I forget why I didn't do it Thursday. Saturday, I just didn't feel like it.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, fuck this. And then last night was kind of like, I kind of want to get all this work done.
You had a lot of work last night, didn't you?
So I had a lot of stuff in my inbox on top of like my, Fiverr stuff. So I was kind of like, let me get this stuff done, and that way, you know, I can get this money and I can order some new shoes.
Yeah.
Now that I get new jeans.
Right.
After you guys were all yelling at me a couple of weeks ago, you need new jeans. I finally got new jeans. I got 2 pairs.
They look really nice on him, too.
I have 1 pair, and the other pair is on its way.
Mm-hmm. And Amazon is delivering it sometime, theoretically, today.
It was supposed to be here by like 4:45, and the latest is now, it'll be there by 10 o'clock. Okay, sure. Follow-up from last week, by the way.
Yeah.
I ended up getting that hard drive.
Right.
The original one that was supposed to get here while we were on the air.
Huh.
No, not skinny jeans. They're relaxed fit. They're skinnier than I like because I used to love Jankos back in the day.
Right.
So but they're not.
That's hard to find now.
So they're a little bit like looser than like the camo pants I wear when we play, but they're not
comfortable.
Much. They're not
they
much
look
bigger.
Comfortable.
Yeah. But anyway,
not
so
bummy.
Huh?
They look comfortable, but not bummy.
Right. They don't like hang off of me, especially like I got this belt too that I got a couple of like a month or 2 ago.
Yeah.
That was like, ooh, you know what? I need a new belt. I'm getting me one of them ratchet belts. Anyway, so what was I saying? So the hard drive, the original package showed up like the next day, and you were gone by this point.
Yes,
You had left for the weekend. You had left some cookies for Brian.
Yes. And it would be very irresponsible to leave them in the front hallway. I did not.
You had left these cookies for Brian, and you had told me, hey, these cookies are for Brian, and they were on the shelf in the front hall. So when I went out and I saw the hard drive they had set it right in front of my door in the hallway.
Yeah.
So I picked it up, looked over, I'm like, oh, Brian must have got those cookies.
Yeah.
And I didn't think to ask Brian or ask you. I just figured, oh, Brian got the cookies. Mm-hmm. And, in the back of my head, I'm like, what if somebody else got the cookies?
Oh, Jesus.
And then Brian comes by, and I happen to just catch Brian. He's bringing some cookie sheets.
Yeah. Thank you, Brian and Lily.
I didn't even know he was coming. I just happened to be walking out to check the mail.
Yeah.
And I bump into Brian. I'm like, hey, hey, what's going on? And he goes, oh, yeah, hey, Karina said she left some cookies for me. I'm like, you didn't get those? And he's like, no, I didn't. I'm like, I wonder who did. So now I'm starting to panic. You're at work.
Thank you for handling this.
I'm starting to panic.
Yeah.
I give Brian some cookies that are on the counter. I'm starting to, and let's just say that these are not your typical Karina's cookies. So if you catch my drift here. So I give Brian a couple of there's like 4 on the counter. So I gave Brian 2 of them. I'm like, I don't know.
Right.
Like she had 4 out there for you. I don't know. Here, take 2. I think these are the right cookies.
Well, your sense of smell sucks because they definitely smelled special.
Okay.
But my communication skills sucked because I think I thought really loud. I'm moving the cookies to the counter because the front hall is a bad idea.
So now I'm sitting here and I'm, installing a hard drive. Well, like, actually, I don't even know if I could install the hard drive because I'm like,
oh God, I feel so bad.
I don't, whatever it was, I was supposed to be doing that. Now, I was trying to clean the room, the next room over.
That's right, you were.
And I'm just like panicking now because I'm like, what if some parent, like sent their little kid in, like, hey, can you just run this in that house and just drop it, knock on the door and like, so some little kid like saw these cookies, like, ooh, cookies.
Yeah.
And then ate like 4 in one sitting.
Oh God.
And now some parent is like in the hospital and like, I'm going to get that guy. And then pounding on our, why'd you give our kid, special cookies?
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I'm just freaking out about this, and finally you're like, hey, I'm on break. You know what? This was like Saturday because like Thursday, Friday, I didn't talk to you on break. So Saturday,
I didn't have breaks.
Okay. Well, Saturday when you messaged me on break, I'm just like, hey, I really didn't. I was going to wait till you were done with work to tell you this, but those cookies you left for Brian.
I'm really glad that I remembered moving them. And,
yes.
I'm glad that we sorted that out kind of quickly.
Yes.
For,
I felt,
once you talked to me.
I felt a lot better after you said, "Oh no, they were the one." If there were cookies on the counter in the kitchen, those were them. So I'm like, okay, good. So I text Brian. I'm like, okay, apparently these were your cookies. There's still 2 more here for you. He's like, can I come get them now? Like, yeah, sure, why not? So I felt really, I felt a lot better after like Brian came to get them, and we're just out there chatting about music and shit. You know, like
I bet.
You know, because it's like man, this is such a relief that these are the ones that we're supposed to like.
I know.
You know, nobody like stole them and ate them like while they were driving or something. Yeah, like because I know they were knocking you out when you were eating a couple of them. So
they were not blue cookies, Laura.
No. Anyway, but yeah, that was I was panicking. But anyway,
I feel so bad. I'm so glad that that's not what happened, though. I'm so glad it was just a miscommunication. I'm sorry I put you through that. That sucks.
So my hard drive got here, and then the second one got here when it was supposed to, and so now I have 1 terabyte drives in both of my computers, and you have my old SSD,
it's super fast,
which sped your computer up like that.
Oh my gosh! So. And like I don't need it to be that fast. It's kind of a luxury.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't even think it was gonna make that much of a difference, but holy crap! Like especially like just starting up, so like you have an idea for a recipe, you could just pop right on.
And I did that. I was like, oh shit, I need to make chocolate chip cookies right now. And boom, there it is.
Yeah. So I'm thinking of Rosie just got some AirPods.
Yeah.
And she's telling me all about them. And I'm just like, which ones did you get? She's like, oh, I got the AirPods Pro. And I'm like, the $200 ones. All right, great. Because I kind of want some, but I don't know if I want to spend $200 on them. So anyway.
That's a chunk of change right there.
Yeah. So especially I'm thinking of getting a cloud lifter for in here because I just made some adjustments to the audio so that there's not so much background noise, which I really noticed like when I tried to work on these microphones without going in the booth. It's like, man, I can't get rid of this background noise. So I finally adjusted the volume to make it not have background noise. But now I can't get the volume up past where it is right now. I mean, I can a little bit, but like, yeah. So I'm thinking of spending $400 on a cloud lifter.
Oh.
So do I really want to spend $200 on some headphones? Plus, I want to buy sneakers. And the ones that, I showed you a couple of pairs. You're like, get the $75 ones.
Yeah, these sneakers are something else.
They're
custom made.
They're custom Vans.
Yeah, they look really cool.
Yeah.
They're very you.
So.
Which is what you would expect from a pair of custom sneakers designed by you.
Yeah. I would have problems hitting the right pedals on my when we're playing, and Brian's always like, dude, you need to get some Chucks. And I'm just like, yeah, but like I always tend to buy my pants too long, so they like hang down, they go under the heel, and then that's how they get all worn out and ripped on the bottom. Yeah. So these actually are like the right size.
There you go.
So now I can actually buy some like decent sneakers.
Yeah.
That I can wear while doing shows.
Right.
So
yeah, that'll probably make you feel a lot more.
Of course, I don't wear jeans when I play shows. I wear the camo pants.
Yeah, but you can still wear your spiffy sneakers.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. But yeah, that's that's an idea. I'm gonna go buy some $75 sneakers.
Well, they better last you a while, right?
I hope so. Yeah. I don't know. I've never had Vans before.
No?
Never had Vans. I've never had Chucks. I bought some like DC skate shoes. They were fucking terrible. The thing with Chucks in Western New York is our weather gets wet. And then your feet get wet. That's the other thing. I should buy like the spray.
You could buy the spray, but it's not gonna stop all the water. I mean, there's little holes in Chucks and stuff.
Well, I know that, but but I'm getting the Vans.
Yeah, I'm saying like I'm telling you why that's a good decision.
Yeah, I bought some DC shoes. Like a while back, and they were, they like fell apart real quick.
Yeah.
When you do shows, you don't wear a white shirt. Why would I wear a white shirt?
And pants.
And who's saying chickens? I don't know what she's talking about. Anyway.
You got us, Laura.
Laura has lost her mind again.
You'll find
Again. No, she won't. She never has. She never will. Anyway.
Anyway, I was rolling over my cable.
Please don't do that.
That's why I was fixing it. You're welcome.
Anyway, yes, thank you. Anyway. Yeah. Our listeners on All WNY are enjoying this epic content that they can't see.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah. So
yeah, I did have a lot of work last night, and so that's why I didn't stream. I wanted to get all that done and get to bed.
Yeah.
I'm trying to like sleep at night and not take naps during the day because
and failing.
Anyway. So yeah, I but last night I did Wrestle with Andy, and we did Macho Man, the Randy Savage story. So that'll, we'll go follow Wrestle with Andy on YouTube and see that one soon.
Yeah.
And like I did that one last, which like I did 4,000 words right before I did that one.
Oh.
And that one was 4,000 words. So by the end, I'm just like, follow Wrestle with Andy on Instagram and Twitter. Like, no saliva left.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just like, okay, I'm done. I got to go to bed now.
And then you're chugging Pepsi, like that's going to give you any saliva.
Yeah, it helps.
Does it?
Like Pepsi works for me. Like
that's
water
so
works for most
weird.
people. My body's adapted to it.
Well, maybe that's not a good thing.
I don't know.
Not sponsored.
I didn't go label the camera anyway. They can't see what it is.
They know.
They
know
don't
what it
know.
is. You guys, what's Joe drinking?
So yesterday.
Yeah, I was wondering, where is Jasmine?
Yesterday, I'm like, we wanted to get cat litter, and it's like very hard to get cat litter if you don't drive around here, apparently.
Yeah.
Because like we have a subscription. See, Kevin says RC. Anyway, we have a subscription to get cat litter from PetSmart. Well, I went to go bump it up, and I'm drinking Beppis. Anyway, like bump it up to like Monday because you're like, oh, I want to change the boxes before I leave on Thursday. Like, okay, cool. So I went to go order some, and PetSmart's like, cat litter? Never heard of it. we don't have cat litter.
Great.
The fuck are you talking about?
Great.
So they were out of stock.
Yeah.
And so it's like, all right, I'll find some cat litter somewhere. So we Instacarted to get some cat litter from Tops.
Thank goodness they could find it.
Because they didn't find anything else. I'm sitting here, I'm looking at my phone. It's like, your shopper replaced Pepsi with cherry Pepsi. I'm like, I don't fucking want cherry Pepsi.
I would, like, we ordered, it was buy two, get three free, was it?
Yeah.
So we ordered 5 Pepsis. If they had gotten 1 or 2 6-packs of Pepsi, I'd be like, of the wild cherry Pepsi, I would be like, that's okay because it's a nice treat sometimes. But if we want regular Pepsi and they get us cherry Pepsi, what is that bullshit?
It's so thick, I can't drink it
It's
while I'm
syrupy.
working.
Yeah.
Like, I can drink, like, I'm surprised I can drink Pepsi and work.
I am too.
Let alone cherry Pepsi. Like, I'm not going to drink cherry Pepsi and try and work. Yeah. So, like, no, refund me. Don't want it fucking replaced. Just refund it. And then there was something else.
Oh, what was it?
I don't remember what it was. And they're like, we couldn't find this either. And we want to replace it
with...
with...
it was the bagels.
Oh, they wanted to replace everything bagels with plain bagels. No.
Unacceptable.
No. No. Terrible idea. Terrible. And then all Instacart said was, well, you can set your replacements before they... Yeah, I know that. But I would expect somebody to be smarter about fucking replacements.
Right. So, needless to say, we had to Instacart again today.
We Instacarted from Wegmans, and we
Yes,
got everything
we got
that
what we needed.
We were supposed to get the other day, and more stuff because you needed more stuff.
Yeah, taxes hit, yo. And I was like, you know what I'm going to do with some of this money is I'm going to reinvest in my cookies. So between cookies and groceries, I feel like pretty accomplished and grown up and shit because I didn't have to ask anybody for like, hey, can you buy me some brown sugar? Instead, it was like, hey, I'm going to buy some brown sugar.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was nice to not have to.
And then I technically bought you dinner for the rest of the week.
You did, yes.
And oh my God, Cinco de Mayo. Okay, so we did not have tacos today, like you would expect, because we do have tacos pretty much for any excuse that we can have tacos. But I made a taco meatloaf. You guys, this shit was good.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, I mixed taco seasoning in with the beef, and then I used crushed up tortilla shells, tortilla chips, and I had to use a little bit of bread too because I didn't have enough tortilla chips. And then I diced up some peppers and onions and covered it with cheddar, shredded cheddar, and hot sauce because they couldn't find taco sauce. The Wegmans.
Yeah, that's what they couldn't find taco sauce.
They couldn't find taco sauce.
She's got to beat me up to tell me about it.
Listen, I'm just
Laura's
really
happy
passionate.
to see you all grown up.
Thank you. It feels good. Yeah, so it was really good. We had macaroni and cheese with it. So if anybody wants to come over for dinner sometime, I'll make taco meatloaf. And Jasmine, I'm sorry I didn't have you over for meatloaf. Jasmine's not here.
It's her own fault.
I know.
I'm still jealous that her and Ashton went to go see Over and Out over the weekend.
I know, but they had fun, and they needed brother-sister time.
They did.
Yeah.
I'm still jealous.
I know, but they sent video. They sent pictures. Did they send you video?
No.
Oh, it was Snapchat, so I don't know. Maybe they did and you just didn't see it.
But I get to go to we get to see the Abrupters in a couple of weeks. So
yes, as soon as we are safe with our vaccines.
As soon as our vaccines are kicked in.
They kick in the 27th, right? And then the 29th, we're going to see the Abrupters and Wolf Ticket.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna be at Mohawk.
You it's funny because like our second dose of the Pfizer vaccine is exactly a month after when we were supposed to get the Johnson & Johnson vaccine. So we had a 1 month setback.
Yeah.
That's cool, though, because I'll be vaccinated in time to go see the Blue Jays play at Salem Field, because they just announced that today.
That's really
cool. The Blue
cool.
Jays are coming back in June. They're allowing, I think, like 4,600 fans or something per game.
Yeah.
So I might go see a Major League Baseball game, even though Major League Baseball bores the shit out of me.
Maybe I can go with you.
Yeah. I was thinking of...
I haven't been to a baseball game since high school when they used to, like, make us go on field trips. And, like, there had to be a reason. So they were like, okay, well, we'll watch a baseball game. Yeah.
I mean, that's cool, though, that the Blue Jays are coming back. We're going to be able to go and see them play this year, unlike last year where they had to play in front of an empty stadium and everything. So
I bet they'll have a lot more fun playing in front of
I'm sure.
Fans.
I'm sure.
I mean, imagine playing a show in front of, well, you did, the live stream. But as fun as it would have been a lot more fun if all of your friends had been there.
I mean, if you're going to say imagine playing a show in front of nobody, welcome to the Western New York music scene.
At least the girlfriends and moms come sometimes.
I was at a show. Actually, you know what? The last time we did Yellow Sauce at Milky's, and we were playing in front of, like, the bartender.
Yeah.
And, like, that wasn't my first time playing in front of just a bartender.
Did the bartender enjoy it?
I don't know. But we played a place called Miss Kitty's. We did a show. It was Think So Brain with Medicated Silence and J. Ryan K. and the Gravity Thieves. And Medicated Silence brought all these people.
Yeah.
And I love Medicated Silence. This ain't a knock on them, but this is not the right thing to do. They all left as soon as Medicated Silence was done. So it's just, we're standing on stage like, hey, what's up? Nobody. There was the bartender and there was the guy that was trying to be our manager, claiming to be our manager or whatever, that we paid him money and he didn't do anything, you know.
Yeah,
like a
know
typical
all about
manager.
that shit. Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
May
Yellow
8th.
Sauce says that they sold a CD at Milky's that night.
That
to
is
the
true.
Sound guy.
Yeah. May 8th, that's this Saturday.
Oh, is it time for music already?
Yes, it is time for music, and we need to like actually get to it on time.
Okay, go.
Is Folk and Punk Fest online? And we'll give you details after the first song break here. But this first track, I still have 20 seconds I can kill. Anyway, we will give you details.
Yeah.
Our dear friends, mom's coming to see the shows.
Yes.
Says Greg's mom. Anyway, we'll give you details after this first song, but the first song is from our dear friends Exham Priory.
Heck yes.
And this song is called Vacant Paradise on All WNY Think So Joe Show.
Seems like I'm walking on borrowed time.
Exham Priory on all WNY ThinkSoJoE show.
Fuck yeah.
It was 2 years ago yesterday that I was in Exham Priory for one night only.
It was pretty cool.
I got to, that was the first time I did the yellow sauce book reading thing.
Yeah.
And I got to play in Exham Priory, and I didn't know that they were playing back to back.
Yeah.
And Leland, like nobody else really knew that, knew that I was playing in Exham Priory.
I mean, you weren't great at keeping the secret.
Oh, hey, here comes Eric.
Oh, yeah.
All right, let's get him. Is using a device to record or yeah, that's fine. Says he can record or broadcast this call. Let's get him in here.
Hi.
Hello.
Oh no.
I don't know if they can hear us. Can you guys hear us? Hello?
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
How do we what do we do?
Or we can't hear them. I don't know if they can't hear us or we can't hear them. One of the two.
Put your hands in the air if you can hear us.
Apparently they can't hear us. We can't hear them.
You want to hang up and try again?
I don't know what to do here. Let me see if I can figure this out. We can't hear them. They can't hear us. It looks like they're trying to talk to us, but we cannot hear them. So audio and video settings.
Here we go.
Oh, look at that. That's us.
It sure is.
Mm-hmm. And now audio. How do I do? Audio is... Let's make sure that that's set to that.
Oh, can you
we
hear
heard
us?
something.
Can you guys hear us? Damn it. Hang up and try again.
We're going to try again. This is not working very well. So let's get us back to here, and
okay.
We'll call them back in a minute. I don't know what's going on here, except couldn't hear you guys. I don't know. Gonna try again.
There we go.
So video.
Yes.
My mom, yeah, we're not asking you, Mom. We're asking the people on the other end of the call there. We're trying to call Eric now.
Okay.
They can't hear the ringing.
They can't hear the music?
No.
That's a shame. It's nice.
I don't know. Are they going to answer now?
Oh, no. Maybe they're trying to figure it out, too.
Best
interview ever.
Oh, here we go. Okay, maybe. We've got nothing so far.
Hello? We can hear you.
Weird. We can hear you, but we can hear you.
Yes.
You can't hear us. Okay, great.
Maybe the same problem that we were having about the input on.
No, let me try something here.
Okay.
1 sec. We'll
How
get
much
this.
delay there would be if we turn up the podcast here?
Oh, like a minute.
Let's try this.
Okay.
Can you hear us now?
Okay, now.
You can hear us? No?
We have the podcast turned up.
They have the podcast turned up. So
you guys can hear us sounding like morons, but.
Yeah.
Okay, that's not going to work. We're going to close you on that.
Okay, we're clearly having some issues here. Let me try
sure.
this. Can you hear me now?
Wait a minute. Try again?
Can you hear me now?
No.
No. Okay.
We could hear you when we had you open in Facebook. Let me check inputs and stuff here and see.
Okay, that might be what it is, because we're showing that we're hitting
An
here.
Eric event without technical difficulties.
It's very true.
We know all about that. Trust us.
Yeah.
Anyway,
So in the meantime, Folk and Punk Cabin Fever 6 is Saturday?
yes, Saturday.
Okay. So I don't have that much information.
Luckily, you guys are entertaining enough on your own.
Right. We're entertaining enough on our own, he says.
Like right there, I'm sure you said something witty. We have no idea what you said.
He did say something witty because he repeated after you.
Yes, I repeated.
yes.
I repeated after Eric. It's got to be something on their end because everything looks good here. So
Yeah. I should go into tech support. Yeah, I'm sure I should, Laura. I unplug it and plug it back in again.
Well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, can you pull up the event page for?
So I guess we'll pull up the event page while you guys need to figure out inputs, I guess.
Yeah.
It's got to be on their end. Let me see if I can like chat to him real quick and
okay.
relay what I'm trying to say.
I'll pull up the Folk and Punk event page then.
I don't know. Can I go into the chat? No, I guess I can't. I don't know how to do this. I'm trying to like send him a message.
Oh.
And I don't know how.
There's a thing that says chat.
Oh, chat. Hey, that works. Okay.
I should go into tech support.
Check your outputs. Everything
It's the dancing
looks
phalanges.
good on our end. And shrug.
Shrug. Gotta put an emoji after there. It's
Always
not
have to put an
professional.
emoji. Emojis are important.
They really are.
Yes. Yeah, I don't know if they saw that message or not. So
Look,
maybe they saw the message.
Maybe.
okay, I can see a meter move on our end, so the problem's definitely on our end.
Oh.
When you
Okay.
just talk there, I can see a meter move. We just can't hear you.
Okay.
Doesn't
Weird.
make any sense.
Weird.
Yeah.
Okay. They can't hear us, but they can see that there is audio coming through to their end. So not sure what's going on there.
Yeah.
Headphones might be plugged in somewhere incorrectly. I don't know. I have no idea.
Do you want to read about?
Oh, I was going to pull it up over there, but okay.
Oh, well, you can.
Anyway, celebrate a year of lockdown with your favorite folk and punk acts featuring Out of System Transfer from Brooklyn, Troll 2 out of Boston, Frankly Lost, our friend, out of Philadelphia,
Yeah,
Pennsylvania, Exham Priory, who you just heard, out of Niagara Falls,
Yep.
Jaynie Crash and the Tall Men, who we're working on getting on the show here. They're from Sodus, Castle Black from Brooklyn, Clover's Curfew from Long Island, Condition Oakland from Ashland, Pennsylvania, Proper Punctuation from Philadelphia, Churches and Trains from Pottsville, Pennsylvania, Sitto from Buffalo, New York, Unsequestered from Rochester, Keith Neal from Cortland, New York, and Chuck Collins from Rochester. That is on. They're working on trying to figure out how to get us get audio over there. I think. And that is that's Saturday. That is online with Facebook Live. It is free. And I don't see any other information. So once he gets situated, we'll get all the rest of the information for you. We're still waiting.
I know, we're not giving up.
That's a good question. I wonder if they have the volume on. Let's ask them in chat.
Yeah. It's always the easiest thing, right?
Yeah, is your volume turned up? LOL. This is everything perfectly sounds perfect compared to the Magic Tones interviews, says Dennis.
Well,
we got a nice extreme close up of Eric right in his light.
Yes.
His light's right up in his face, and
right.
he's
dramatic.
He's typing away and he's trying to figure this out. He's gonna get it. I swear he'll get it.
By the time we play their music.
Yep, we can hear everything. I can even see a meter moving when you talk. Okay. All right. So we're still, I guess they're still trying to get everything situated there. So
yeah.
I'm gonna should I mute them while we're waiting?
I don't.
I'll leave it. Whatever. I mean, you guys are used to background noise on this show anyway.
Right.
Till I adjusted over the course of the weekend because I had nothing better to do.
Well.
I have nothing better to do when you're home. When you're home, I've got millions of jobs to do.
Isn't that ridiculous?
Yeah. I'm just sitting here like, what do I do? Like, how do I make this sound better? And I managed to do it. And I don't know, so whatever. But anyway. Yeah, so, technical issues. Gotta love them.
Yeah.
That's the fun of, I mean, with Jaynie Crash at the top, I wonder if half of this is because pot's legal, asks Dennis. I would think that if we were to interview Jaynie Crash of the Tall Men, even out of pandemic times, we would have them via Skype or Zoom or something because they're so far away.
That's true. But if we were sitting right next to them, we would still be having technical difficulties because it's us.
Buffalo almost every time. Yeah, that's Jaynie Crash does have technical issues every time anything happens with them in Buffalo. The first time I booked them, it was an acoustic show, and they weren't able to make it. One of the other bands had some issues where they couldn't all make it. So it's Mindy Davy, it's Billy Draws 2, and it's one member of Surrender Reality trying to put together a whole show and failing miserably. Well, I can't see what that one says. What's it say? I can't read it.
Such fun.
Such fun.
What's that?
They can hear us?
We got you.
They can hear us. All right.
Yeah.
Let's bring them back on camera then. Here we go. Hey. All right.
You didn't get that on camera?
I couldn't read it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's out of
This one
focus.
says- well, the first one, did you get to read the first one?
Yes.
Yeah, yes. But Buffalo.
Every time they come to Buffalo, they have or do anything with Buffalo, yeah.
Well, hi guys.
So
it's nice to see you.
It's good to see you too. Who would have thought that layering a whole nother program would actually solve the problem?
Oh.
We couldn't hear you through Skype. I ran the Skype into OBS and monitored through there, and all of a sudden you came out. So
Cool.
I don't know what the hell.
Hey, as long as you can hear us, it's
right.
good.
Yeah.
It's DIY. We're used to troubleshooting.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
On the fly.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we already went through and read the Facebook description of Folk and Punk. That's what we're really here to talk about is what you guys got going on this weekend. Why don't you tell us a little bit more about it? We read the artist list, but that's, you know.
Yeah. So we the idea for it came out, I don't know, a month and a half or so ago. We realized we were going to go on tour for a couple weeks last year, and of course we all know how that worked out.
Yes.
And at the end of that tour, we were going to do one of our Folk and Punk events in Cortland, and Living Brain Dead was going to play, and it was going to be a pretty big deal. But then it wasn't. And so all of a sudden, a month or so ago, we saw these Facebook posts, the memories pop up, and we should have been on tour, we should have been seeing all our friends. And we thought, let's just do one of these online things. It's been a while since we've done anything. And try to bring everyone together, at least online, and do that. And because of schedules, it got pushed back a little bit, and it's finally happening this week.
Awesome. So we can catch this on Facebook, right?
Yep, so it's Folk and Punk Cabin Fever 6, and all the bands will be streaming right on that page.
Awesome. So some of the, if not all of the bands, are returning folk and punk artists, are they not?
Yeah, I think all of them are. A lot were supposed to play the event last year. We got people you guys know well. Exham Priory is on it. Their set is going to be incredible, mind blowing.
I got a preview of it. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really good.
Oh yeah, we got a preview of it too. It's wow. It's amazing to see your friends and associates and talented people put out such awesome work. It's like, wow, they're a real band. Wow. And yeah, and we're scheduled after them. I'm a podunk. They're a big stage. I'm a podunk.
Well, I mean, after some of the acts that I've thrown you guys on after and in between, that's where you guys fit. It just it works for you guys. It's pacing.
Don't I typically see you guys after death metal bands?
Right.
It's happened multiple times, yeah.
We love our metal and our stoner, and that comes across. So camp.
Yeah, so it's bands from all over the Northeast. Like Sydney Flanagan from Buffalo, and Frankly Lost is coming up from Philly, who we brought out to do the benefit a couple years ago.
Yes, he was great.
Yeah, we love him.
Like him.
Wish that show had gone a little bit differently so he could have played a little bit more. But, things happen.
We've all had shows that don't go according to plan.
Well, I mean, that's rock and roll for you, right? So,
we still tell the story of the first show we were supposed to do with you guys.
We were just
back with just Joe.
Yeah, we were just talking about that right before you guys got your audio working again. Was you guys were supposed to be on this show at Good Bar, and then you had vehicle issues, couldn't make it, and then somebody else had their guitar player said he got into a car accident. I don't know how true that actually was, but then I ended up playing guitar at that show, and I'm just like, I haven't done this in like 8 years. Why am I doing this?
A show's going well when Joe Kent is playing guitar.
Well, pre-Exham Priory, Joe Kent is playing. Yeah.
I know. Now you really know a show's going well when Joe Kent's playing guitar.
So other than this getting ready for folk and punk, what have you guys been up to?
Yeah, so we took most of last year off, just kind of got away from it all. And then towards the end of the year, we started feeling like we should do something again. Actually, one of the things we've been working on is completely unrelated music. We've been playing a lot of real heavy stuff and recording and kind of see where that'll go. You guys played one of those songs a couple weeks ago.
Yes, we did.
Just kind of getting away from Jaynie Crash, exercising a different musical muscle and doing that. But then we kind of started thinking what we wanted to do for our next album and had the idea for an EP. And as we started putting things together, we connected some dots, wrote a couple new songs, and we've ended up with a concept album that we finished writing, we've demoed up. And actually, that's what going to be our set on Saturdays. We're going to debut our new album live.
Oh, cool.
Very cool.
So it's a concept album about a deal with the devil and repercussions of a deal with the devil and life choices. We'll say that.
Oh, wow.
So it's fun.
Hopefully Facebook doesn't mute your music like they've been doing to our podcast. But
yeah, we're trying to decide what to do between bands. Hopefully they won't mute it while bands are performing, and then we're trying to figure out how to fill the space without just without playing music. So we got some ideas.
Good. Awesome.
Cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we'll do this and then start recording the new album. So we demoed everything around the holidays and just been listening to it. And we're going to do that as a full band type thing, guitar, bass, drums, and really do it up as a pretty big production.
Awesome. Are you bringing in musicians or are you guys going to do it all yourself?
We'll do the basic stuff ourselves, but we thought a cool idea would be, since we haven't actually gotten to see any of our friends in a year or so, is have a lot of guest spots on the album.
Awesome.
A lot of vocals and just different instruments in different places. So we'll have to see how it all pans out. We'll do all the basic tracks first and get it down and then see who to reach out to.
Cool. That sounds like fun.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Dennis from the Magic Tones asks, have you sold yourself to the devil yet?
You'll have to tune in Saturday and find out.
Oh.
But I will say that is an important plot point of the album.
Cool. Have you had the pleasure to meet Dennis and Andy of the Magic Tones?
I'm not sure.
I can't think of a time when you guys have been in the same place with me. But, there's so many times where you should have been. You guys should know each other. I'll have to arrange it.
We'll make it happen.
Yes, that would be a great show.
As soon as we're able to book shows again, that's Magic Tones and Jaynie Crash on one bill.
Heck yes.
Okay, we can do
cool.
that. Another festival got canceled. It's not a rock. It's the Busy Bird Bluegrass Festival.
Oh.
Which is one of the best bluegrass festivals, if you like bluegrass. But they just canceled this year. And I just wanted to say that. And I'm sad.
That sucks.
Booking again. It does, because Tim and Amy, the couple that run Busy Bird, they're kind of good friends of ours, and I'm real sad for them.
Yeah.
That's real joy in their life.
And you put a lot of work into it, not just, near the festival time. You're working on that for months and months, if not a year, you know.
Oh, yeah.
That's dedication, and to have it not work out, that fucking sucks.
And they've got a huge festival ground that they maintain.
So we're deciding not to do our festival this year as well. We might do another online edition in August, like the weekend it was going to be. But at least we were just saying, there's so much work to put in. If it just doesn't go off, that would be.
It's heartbreaking.
There will be no guitar barbecue this year.
Aww.
We went with the tour. The tour was about every free minute we had for about 4 months was put into booking that thing just to have it fall over. And really don't want to go through that again.
No.
Understandably.
Yeah.
Okay.
But when we do, you guys have to come back out and or send cookies again.
Yes,
of course.
Cookies.
Karina's gluten-free, dairy-free cookie.
No problem. I actually just got some more gluten-free flour today because I have a very special cookie order that's gluten-free. And maybe I'll have to set some aside for you guys.
Yeah.
So,
I think the last time I saw you guys in person was your wedding, if I recall correctly.
I think so.
Yeah, that was a while.
Yep.
That was a while back. I was up there with Yellow Sauce.
It'll be 2 years this August.
Congratulations. I mean,
well, we've been together for 20 years at this point. 20 years. and either way, we're here.
Yeah, you're here together.
We're here with Edgar.
Awesome.
Yeah. So next time Joe could come out and play with 2 bands.
There you go.
Wouldn't be the first time. Right before you got your audio working, I was talking about when we did the 2 years ago yesterday.
Yeah.
The MS Sucks benefit that you guys, along with XM Priory and BD2 threw together on behalf of Karina, which was great, and I got to play in 2 bands back to back. I didn't know they were playing back to back. Nobody really knew that I was playing in XM Priory. And so I did the Yellow Sauce thing, and then I had to go change in like the side of the stage area at Stamps, which is not the most
very private,
not the most private place.
No, right.
So I'm sitting there like changing out of dress pants into jeans. Like, yeah, okay, this is great. Everybody can probably see me.
They have like steps that lead to nowhere back there.
Yeah.
You walked up the steps.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Well, it's cool.
Oh yeah.
You're just an exhibitionist.
It was cool how much that
you got
night,
me.
It was cool how much that night meant to so many people. That was one of my favorite nights playing music. And everything leading up to it was just awesome. Like it was amazing.
2 years later, and I'm still speechless.
I mean, I saw you posted, I posted, she posted, I think Rosie posted something, and we're all just so grateful for that night because it just, there's very few nights in my life where I can like pinpoint like that night changed my life, and that was one of them because that was like I got to play with XM Priory. I did the book thing with Yellow Sauce for the first time that night, and now I've traveled like all over the Northeast with Yellow Sauce.
Right.
And I've, started my own band based off of like, well, I don't want to stop playing music now that I've got a taste for it again with XM Priory after playing that show with them. So, I mean, that show meant a lot of things to a lot of people, and that was just incredible. So, thank you guys again for
thank you.
Coming up with that and working with the people you did to put it together. It was great.
Yeah, it was pretty awesome.
Sounds like we have to now find new and exciting ways to surprise Karina.
As long as you're not rickrolling me, it's okay.
You've planted the ideas.
You guys know what? My friend Sarah, she just moved back to town from Nashville. Her nephew sent him, he's like 9 or 10 or something like that, sent her a video of him saying Never Gonna Give You Up. And then she sent it to me. And like, I couldn't be mad because it was so fucking cute and ridiculous that this kid is singing Rick Astley. And like, unprompted.
And then you sent it to me with no context. I'm like, okay, some kid singing Rick Astley. And then you told me when you got home what it was. And meanwhile, while you were gone, Mark Strickland sent me a message. He said, you got to show this to Karina. And it's Never Gonna Give You Up. The whole thing is fart sounds.
Oh, nice.
That one
Which
is
Sabrina
borderline
is anyway,
forgiven. Right.
I still remember the first time someone explained the concept of Rickrolling. It was a few years ago, but they're like, oh, it was some old dude with a bad song. And I'm like, I had that cassette.
And I tease
Give me some
about it
old
all the
dude.
time.
I've got the 45.
Well,
Well, you have the 45.
yeah, don't be taking my shit.
I gave it to you on air a couple of years ago
Yeah.
for Christmas.
Aw.
Yeah. It's his goal to get hit or to make me cry for every gift-giving occasion, and he does pretty good.
Yeah, I was just watching the other day when I gave you the when I got you Elias from Nonpoint
Yeah,
for
yeah.
Christmas, singing a song to you
Yeah, you're an asshole.
off the top of his head.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Yeah.
speaking of songs, it is after 7 o'clock. I'm
Yes.
surprised Laura's not yelling at us in the chat.
I know.
Did you guys want to play a song, or did you want us to just play what we've got programmed?
We can play a song.
We could try one.
Let's try one.
The audio's going so good so far, but
Right.
So far,
We'll
so
give it a
good.
try.
We'll mute our stuff. We'll let you guys do your thing, and we'll come back. We'll continue the interview because we kind of got started late on the interview.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
here's Jaynie Crash and the Tall Man.
So yeah, this is a brand new song that's kind of the central theme of the new album that we're doing.
can be saved when he returns to his place of arrest in Robert Johnson, Robert Johnson, Robert Johnson.
All right. Excellent.
Awesome.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that. That was good.
Yeah, I can't wait until Saturday.
Yes.
Now, I have a confession to make to you guys. I have to work Saturday. I'm going to miss this. Will I be able to go back and see it?
Yeah, it should be saved on the page.
Okay. Cool,
If
because
not, we'll
I
save it
can't
just-
miss it altogether.
You just got to hope that Facebook doesn't mute it on the
Right.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Well, they better not mute my original crap, or I will mentally send bombs.
I mean,
That's just wrong.
That's what's been going on.
That's the extent of what you could do. We played Yellow Sauce on the show last week, and they muted it, and I'm just like, I'm in the fucking band.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
So far, we haven't had any problems.
Yeah.
Yeah, we hope there'll be. It should be saved. I mean, the event's going for like 12 hours, so
Right.
if people are sitting watching that whole time, that'll be awesome but surprising. So hopefully they'll be there for them to tune back in.
Well, it's 12 hours, so I better not be working for a full 12 hours. I better be able to catch at least some of it. Yeah.
Laura's just now in the chat telling us to play music. You're 7 minutes late, Laura. We just played music, or they just played music anyway.
Yeah.
She'll just have to tune in Saturday, and she can have all the music she wants.
12 hours
true.
worth.
Right. Right. Yeah.
Not just of us, though.
Yeah, no, that XM Priory set, I got a sneak preview it. I'll show it to you later.
Yeah,
you haven't
that'd be
seen it, but it just looks amazing. They up their production values. I always joke, like, you know, I played one show with XM Priory before they kicked me out, but it was the right call. Their new guitarist is amazing.
Right.
Like, I didn't fit in there. He fits in there.
You fit in with the Living Brain Dead.
Yeah, I fit in with XM
the
Priory
dad
in the like we've been friends forever kind of thing, but
Yeah.
with the dad punk and Living Brain Dead, that's where I belong. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, is there anything else that you want to let us know about what you guys are up to, or anything about Saturday?
No, really, Saturday's it for a while. We might do another one in August, and then if the right opportunity comes up through the year, we'll be doing shows, but we're not going to do anything really sustained. We're not going to tour or anything like that right now. So, yeah, Saturday will be it. Like I said, we'll be debuting the new album live, so first chance to hear a bunch of new songs, a couple of fun new covers thrown at the end. So
Awesome.
something new. And all the band, I've gotten a chance to see the bands that have pre-submitted sets. So some of the bands are doing live, some will be doing pre-records, and most people have done a really good job on the production.
Very cool.
I'm very impressed.
Yeah, we are very. I am, and we are, and Edgar, the universe with what people have submitted. It really is.
Edgar will be featured on Saturday too. He's our merch guy, but with the canceled tour, he's been very bored and not able to do much.
He's
So
broke because he can't make any sales. That's why he's got his little sign here. I doubt that it's in focus, but
It's not. What does it say?
I can see the Jaynie Crash logos on a couple of those.
yes.
Oh, okay. I
It's
see it.
the Bandcamp, PayPal, blah blah blah.
All the fun
PayPal.
stuff,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, you guys, thank you so much for taking time to talk to us. We miss the crap out of you.
Mm-hmm.
And hopefully we'll have an excuse to see you guys and hug you guys really soon.
Yay.
we would like that. We love you. We miss you guys, and
Love
thank
you
you for your
guys.
patience while we got things worked out.
No problem, man. It's this show. These things happen.
You know what? You played XM Priory, and that's a precedent that we have set also.
Yeah, we
Is
played
we always have tech problems when we play that.
that was a dangerous combination, playing XM Priory on the show and having Jaynie Crash do something involving
Eric,
Buffalo.
Yes.
So,
Yes. Both at the same time.
If you had put BD2 on, it would have been a complete wipeout then.
Oh my
our
goodness.
internet would have been gone. We
I know.
wouldn't have been able to get it on for another week. Yeah.
Awesome. All right. We love you guys. Take care.
Thank
We'll
you
be in
guys.
touch.
We'll see
Love
you
you.
soon.
Thank you, guys.
Karina, you look great. Joe, you look great. Love you guys.
Thank you.
Love you guys.
guys.
Thank you.
Edgar says bye.
Bye, Edgar. Bye, everybody. All right, so let's get you back to our camera here. We'll hang up on them and.
There we go. Oh, it was so good to see them. Even
it's been
over that.
It's been a while. I haven't seen them in person in like almost 2 years. Longer for you, I'd imagine.
Yeah.
I know you weren't with us when we went to Sodas to do Folk and Punk.
No, I wasn't. That's when my health was really kind of shitty.
You sent us with some with a lot of Pepsi. You gave us the coolers.
Yeah, the coolers my medication comes in.
And man, I got to tell you, those kept my drinks cold.
Yes.
That entire time that we
Good,
were, and we were there for a while. The long drive there, we were there for a while. The long drive back, but yeah, it was great. It was really rainy that day. I remember, and we had our tent that we bought for when we did Warped Tour. Which is not like your traditional like camping tent. It's
a pop-up tent.
It's a pop-up tent for promotional stuff, right? So we're setting up this tent, and luckily I bought 4 walls for it. So I'm just putting up the walls, and we're just trying our best to stay dry, and especially keep my book dry because I'm there with yellow sauce, and that's the whole. That's like the center of the gimmick is the book, and the bookmarks.
Mom, are you listening? Mom, Laura wants to know where you are. Mom. Come say hi, Mom. Okay.
Anyways.
Yeah.
So, yeah. No, I wear band t-shirts on things you might not know. I wear whatever the hell I feel like wearing on this show. And I'm running out of band t-shirts for things you might not know. There's your mom.
Mom's here.
Yeah. Running out of band t-shirts for things you might not know. Luckily, Bandcamp Friday is this weekend. So, bands...
Great.
Let me know. Give me your Bandcamp links. I'll be buying. So.
Yeah, that's exciting.
I'll be buying again.
Yeah.
Yeah. I gotta get a hold of Rosie. Rosie was gonna give me some. She was gonna sell me T-shirts without shipping costs.
Oh,
so,
how nice.
Yeah. The most interaction I've had with her today was I heard Bon Jovi on the radio. And I never listened to the radio, but everything's kind of like in the way of me playing vinyl. So I'm just like, I can't get to like the bottom row of vinyl over on the table there. And I'm just like, you can. I don't really want to clean. I just want to make sure I wanted to make sure that you could get in here and that we could get the overhead light and, right. And then I'm just like, I don't really want to do anything else. So I was like, you know what? Screw it. I'm just going to put on the radio. Actually, I think I wanted to play my stereo for some reason, and I can't remember why. But I'm like, I'll just put on the radio. And Bon Jovi comes on. And Rosie's always on about how much she hates Living on a Prayer.
And it was that song, wasn't it?
And that song came on.
Yeah.
And I immediately went on Twitter. I'm like, I'm listening to the radio for the first time in a long time, and Tommy used to work on the docks. How do you feel about that, Rosie? And she says, I got my AirPods now. I don't have to hear that song anymore. So now I'm like, shit, which AirPods did you get? Oh, the $200 ones. I'm like, shit, I kind of want to buy these.
Yeah. You would get use out of them. It would be worth the money.
That's the thing. I would get use out of them.
Especially with being vaccinated and going back to public transportation.
Especially I'm planning as soon as that 2 weeks is up, I'm going to a record store. I'm like, yeah.
Yes.
I'm hopping a bus. I'm going to fucking Elmwood or I'm going to Black Dots, one of the two.
Yeah.
Maybe both. Why not?
Why not?
I'm vaccinated. I'm good. Anyway, and I really want to go to Black Dots because they have great punk albums. So, and it's, Revolver is like me and Brian where we go. So I don't want to be like, dude, can we go to Black Dots instead? Because I love Revolver. I really do.
I know you do.
It's my favorite record store. But Black Dots has all the punk records where I'm just like, yeah, I know. I want this. Yeah. No, it was actually traditional, terrestrial radio. If you could believe that. I was listening to that. I was entering contests and shit.
You were doing all that shit?
Oh, yeah. They're like, oh, text this to this number. And I'm like, yeah, okay, cool. They're like, you can win $100. Like, all right, I could use $100.
$100 would cover shipping on your new Vans.
Yeah, well, you know what? I don't know if there's free shipping on those now that you mentioned it. I gotta look into that.
Yeah.
I gotta look into that. So, yeah, I'm definitely thinking of getting these Vans. I think they're custom. They look good.
They do look really good. Do you want to tell them what they look like? Or are you afraid someone else is going to design
Someone's going to steal my idea.
Okay, yeah, I don't blame you.
They got.
You'll have to wait and see.
They got some checkerboard stuff on them, as fans often do.
Right.
But I was scrolling through the Vans site, and I saw something that had like the checkerboard pattern on the tongue, and I'm like, ouch. I'm like, oh, I wonder if I could get this in a different color. Mm-hmm. And then I opened the shoe, like the link to the shoe, and it's like, it had like roses on the side of the bottom of the, like on the bottom of the shoe, like the white part, the rubber part. Person. And I'm just like, no, I don't want those. And then I saw the customized links. I'm like, ooh. Yeah. And so I customized some shoes, and you weren't home, so I'm like, I can't like just tell Karina, hey, look at these, because you were working. I didn't want to like interrupt you at work. Like, which shoes should I buy? The traditional black Chucks or these custom Vans that are $20 more than the traditional black Chucks, So, anyway.
This is definitely one of those instances where I say spend the extra money.
Yeah, I think so. I
Especially to have like one of a kind sneakers that are that badass. They are badass.
Yeah. I wish I would have bought the what's his name? Old Town Road guy, that rapper. I
don't know.
Lil Nas X, when he released the Satan shoes, the Air Satans.
Oh.
I wish I had the money to buy those, but those were like $1,400 or something.
Well, don't they have like blood in them or something?
They have blood in them, but then Nike was like, no, you can't do that. So, yes, she told me about her sneakers. Your mom asked if you told me about.
Yes, I didn't tell everybody about my sneakers
go ahead.
Okay, so I got my job back helping out in a restaurant. And it's only like a couple days a week because my body really can't handle much more than that. So I was like, you know what? I can't wear my crappy $8 imitation Chucks or my Doc Martens, in a kitchen. So my sister, she spoils me. She ordered me some Skechers restaurant shoes. And they're from DSW, I believe. I go to open them. And I pull out a right shoe, and it's a really nice shoe, and I put it on. It fits well. I go to grab the other shoe. It's another right shoe. It's a different right shoe. It's also a nice right shoe. And really, I would take either one of the right shoes if it had come with a matching lefty. So now my sister's got to like get a hold of DSW and like reorder, and like I really just want my shoes for work tomorrow.
Right?
Like I was ready for work, except two right shoes.
If it makes you feel any better, my new pants are 6 stops away.
How long do you think it'll take for them to get here?
I don't know.
Should be here by 10.
I'm not expecting it by the song break though.
Yeah, right.
Sometimes when it's like, oh, your stuff is 1 stop away, and then the guy just sits there for an hour.
He's taking his lunch break.
I guess.
Right.
I guess. I don't know. I mean,
Maybe
they were supposed to be here by 4:45, but whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know. And then we Instacarted today, so we had to wait for that guy. And I'm watching. I've got Instacart pulled up on the screen here, and I've got my stocks pulled up on the screen here, and I'm just watching. Like, first thing the dude grabs was the measure for measure gluten-free flour.
Fuck yeah.
I'm just like, that dude went straight for the hard stuff.
He did.
The hard to find stuff, he got that straight away. And then he missed taco sauce. He couldn't find taco sauce, which is fine.
It was fine.
Yeah. The meatloaf came out great anyway.
I'm glad you enjoyed it. There are leftovers.
Yes, but
unless Whisper's in them right now.
True.
I put a lid on that shit though.
You did, I saw.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Laura says to wear 2 right shoes, and don't think I didn't think of that. But when I went to put that second shoe on, I felt like a fucking toddler learning how to, get dressed. I was like, something's wrong here. I was so disappointed. And like they were both nice shoes. I really don't even care at this point. I just want some fucking work shoes.
Maybe they see your name and the Amazon guy thinks that they can wait. Yeah, maybe. Like, oh, this guy, fuck this guy.
That's the theme of today, right?
So last week on the show, we were talking about when my Amazon package went to the wrong house.
Yes.
And we were talking about meeting. It's a good way to meet the neighbors. I believe you said, and I said, I don't want to fucking meet the neighbors.
Well,
Well, so I'm shooting things you might not know. I think it was Thursday. And we get to this, and it was the one that just came out on Monday, the Charles Jockin saving people on the Titanic or whatever. And there's a part in there where he's throwing like patio chairs over the sides. If you want to find out why, go watch the video. Anyway, so he's throwing patio chairs over the side. So I'm on like, my usual stock image resource pages. There's no good pictures of like patio chairs. So like, fuck it. There's like 5 of them on my porch.
At least.
So I grab my phone, I go outside, and I'm like out there taking pictures of my fucking patio furniture. And I just hear from behind me, "Hey, neighbor."
Which neighbor was it, though?
On this side here. It was...
the pizza delivery?
So it wasn't the pizza delivery guy. It was his roommate, who's also a pizza guy for a different place.
Wow.
And the girl that lives there.
Does she work in pizza?
I don't think so.
Oh.
So I just hear, "Hey, neighbor," and I turn around, I'm like, "Hey, guys," or I'm still taking a picture. I'm like, "Hey, guys, I'll be with you in just a second." So turn around, and I'm like, "I'm Joe, by the way," and they introduce themselves.
What were their names?
Their names are Kevin and Kristen. I remembered. I'm like, I'm never gonna remember your names, but I remember their names. But anyway. So that guy moved. That guy's long gone. That fucking guy. Anyway.
Fucking guy.
Yeah. Anyway, no, these guys are actually really nice. Yeah, he was. That was not those guys. That's a completely different guy. Him and his bastard kids moved.
Oh God.
Anyway. So I'm just like, "Hey, I'm Joe," and they introduce themselves, and they're like, "Yeah, we see you all the time. Yeah, I see you guys, and they're like, "Oh, I'm like, yeah, usually if I'm out here, I'm waiting to beat up the FedEx guy or something." And they're like, "That's not what you
can't say that."
They're like, "Well, I'm not really going to beat up the FedEx guy." I think everybody knows I'm joking when I say that. Anyway, I hope everybody knows I'm joking when I say that. I'm not going to beat up the FedEx guy. Anyway, so like I will complain on Twitter. They will say, "We'll do better next time," and then they never do. But anyway, so the guy, so they're like, that's not why you're out here now. It's like 11:30. And I'm like, no. I just had to take some pictures of my patio furniture for my YouTube channel. I couldn't find any good pictures of patio furniture. They're like, "Oh, you do YouTube? We're all about YouTube. What's your channel?" So I told them, look up things you might not know. ThinkSoJoE. They looked up things you might not know. They're like, we found like, no. That's why you got to put ThinkSoJoE at the end of it. So they put it, they put it at the end. They found it. They subscribed. They commented on the video that had just gone up, which was the Craig Cobb.
Awesome.
Some guy last night comments on this video, this Craig Cobb video, the one about the white supremacist who found out he was 14% African. They're like, "Oh, well, this is hypocritical because you don't say anything when Native Americans live on reservations all to be together. So why do you complain when white guys want to be together?" Like,
that's actually not the point of the video at all.
What the fuck? Like, I don't even want to respond to the guy because, like, what the fuck is he even on about? Like Native Americans are on reservations because white people think they're better than them. These white guys wanted to live together because they thought they were better than everybody else.
And then this guy turned out...
That's two different things. Yeah, right. He turned out to not even be 100% white, so...
Yeah.
No, I don't beat up store clerks.
Not even that one time?
What one time? Which one time?
The time that you beat up the store clerk, so...
Yeah, well, he deserved it. No. Anyway.
That's what you get for IDing me.
Yeah, because I buy things that I need to be ID'd for.
Right. Only for me.
Yeah, right.
Lighters.
Gotta buy lighters. Gotta give my ID for lighters. And I got one of those like the enhanced license, so it's gotta go in the little shield thing. And
the sleeve.
So I gotta get like an RFID blocking wallet so that I can. Which I was looking at wallets when I bought the belt because I'm like, I need a new wallet too because this one's falling apart. Yeah, well, maybe I could get a ratchet wallet. I don't know.
Ooh, what purpose would that?
I don't know how you would even go about doing that. To be perfectly honest, I don't know. Let's see, how far are they? They're still out for delivery, still arriving by 10 p.m. They are 4 stops away now.
4.
Wow. Anyway, we do this all the time.
Yeah.
Am I buying a belt? No. Karina can vouch for I don't know how to hit people with belts.
It's not what it sounds like.
Yeah.
He was trying to snap his belt.
Yeah, and
he sat there and tried for like a good 45 seconds to a minute, and I was like,
give me that.
Give me that. And then the cats jumped.
Yeah. Anyway.
Speaking of cats, these cats were not as happy to see me when I got home as I was hoping. And see, the orange cats and Snowball.
My mom texted me last week. She was watching the show. And she heard you say something about, like, we throw the cats out of the house when they're bad. And she's like, you don't really put your cats outside. Like, no, Mom, that's a joke. We're entertainers.
I don't remember saying that. That's funny.
This is a podcast for entertainment purposes. We sometimes say things that aren't entirely true to get a reaction because we are, in a sense, entertainers.
We tried to send Whisper home with Mom, though.
We did. Your mom was like...
she rushed out of the house. She was like, no, he's not coming with me.
And Whisper's like looking at her is like, meow?
Meow?
Like, no, go.
I have those fat cheeks you love, meow.
Speaking of Garfield, it's National Cartoonist Day.
Oh, yeah.
So we did a thumbnail. I did a thumbnail. That was just... I haven't done pics like pop art in a while, and I actually offer it as a service on Fiverr.
Oh.
But nobody's ever bought it, not once.
Yeah.
And so I haven't done it in a while. And when I was doing it, I had like Photoshop and shit. Like I was paying for the Adobe subscription. And so it's been a while. So I'm like sitting here trying to do pop art of us to like kind of look like a comic. And it didn't go so well. And if you see it in like a smaller resolution, it doesn't look good at all. It just looks like a picture. But if you see it like in the 720 pixel resolution that it's supposed to be for the thumbnail, it looks great. It doesn't look as cartoony as it should.
Yeah.
But I mean, that was my homage to National Cartoonist Day.
Yeah.
So,
Cool.
I always try to come up with something relevant to the day when we do the thumbnails. Like last week, what did we do last week? I don't even remember. We did the denim because it was Denim Day.
Denim Day. Yeah. That was, yeah.
And the week before, I did the Beastie Boys Check Your Head album cover, like a pastiche on that. Like it was us.
Yeah.
And it said ThinkSoJoE Show episode 259 or whatever it was. So I always try to come up with clever things for the thumbnails.
Right.
Doesn't always work. Sometimes there was one
Sometimes it's just plain blue on white or white on blue.
There was one a couple of weeks ago that was just the logo on a black background. I'm like, I didn't feel like it.
Yeah.
I got nothing, guys, here. So I've been trying to look up like the day in music history.
Yeah.
And a lot of the times it's like the Beatles finished recording this album, but it's never like the Beatles released this album.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, I don't really want to do something for the day they finished recording a song from the album.
Yeah.
Like, I think one of the weeks it was like, the Beatles recorded some dogs barking for the end of fucking Sgt. Pepper's or some shit. Like, who cares?
I believe it.
I'm sure it's true, but it's not relevant to, like, I don't care what day they finished doing this. What day did they put out the album? Yeah. And of course, if you have the original LP of the Beatles' Sgt. Pepper, and you play it all the way through, there's a locking groove at the end of the record that just plays the thing over and over again. One of the albums, I want to say it's Sgt. Pepper's, but I don't think it's true. It might be a different one. One of the Beatles albums, the original pressing, if you play it all the way through, at the very end, there's a dog whistle, like a frequency,
really?
A frequency that only dogs can hear. Yeah.
That's obnoxious as fuck.
Yeah, they did it because they were I think John wanted to annoy Paul's dog or some shit. Maybe the other way around. I don't know. But anyway, Laura is, as usual, correct. It is music time.
So what do we got now?
Now we have our friends Tokyo Monsters from Niagara Falls.
And when we come back from the song break, hi Dewey. When we come back from the song break, we'll tell you about some events going on, including Tokyo Monsters playing with some other people at Witters.
All right, and this is a song called, I want to say this says Ronin, R-O-N-I-N, Ronin.
Sounds good to me.
All right, here's Tokyo Monsters on All WNY ThinkSoJoE Show.
So many words, they've been falling from the page.
Tokyo Monsters, all WNY Think So Joe show. So tell us about some shows coming up here.
Well, I have this sheet right here, and guess what? I put it in chronological order today. Okay, so there's tonight. Grace Stumberg is at Murph's Warsaw Grill. Thursday, which is tomorrow, good for me. Orange Corner, who will be playing some music from to close out the show. They are playing at the Rainbow Rink, which is just such a freaking cool idea. Friday, we have Tommy's Acoustic Experience at Barada Rooftop Bistro. Also, Friday, there's quite a few things going on Friday. North End Revival at Neighborhood Bar and Grill. Also, Miller and the Other Sinners at Sportsman's. Also, Banjo Juice Band at Pausa Art House. Just like scrolling on Facebook and looking through events, this was the first that I've heard of Banjo Juice Band. But doesn't it sound fun, just even by the name?
Yeah.
And I bet that I would really like it because I've been getting into bluegrass and folk punk and all that twangy shit. And then also on Friday is First Friday, May 2021. This is not a music thing. This is an art thing. It's on, I think it's Elmwood. But yeah, there's like a number of venues that are showing art. And I don't know, it's a cool idea. They do it every month, I guess. It's something to do. So there's that. Then Saturday, we have Kettles, which I believe is the name of the venue. I didn't really understand when I was reading this event, but with Mike Zagaria. Did I say it right?
Sounds about right.
Okay. Mike Zagaria Acoustic. We love Mike. So if you know where Kettles is, you should go check that out. And if you don't, you should look it up. Then we have Randall and the Late Night Scandals at Buffalo Distilling Company. Then we have Loaded and Gorgeous, the Gorgeousness album release at The Cave. That sounds fun too. Brookhaven with Tokyo Monsters and Goodbye Metro at Witters. Tokyo Monsters and Goodbye Metro we play once in a while, and Witters is in North Tonawanda.
Goodbye Metro, if you guys don't recall, that is the band that is formerly known as This
the band. So that's at Witters in North Tonawanda. If anybody goes, because I am not going to be able to, if anybody goes to this, hit me up, tell me how it was, because I'm really curious about the Witters shows. Also, we don't usually advocate for cover bands, but the Strictly Hip is an exception because they are all in original bands as well. And they're amazing. They're going to be doing a Trelf takeover, so that's pretty cool. And then Monday, how could I forget? Obviously, Folk and Punk Cabin Fever 6 is on Facebook on Saturday. And that will be, it'll have Jaynie Crash, it'll have Sitto, it'll have Exham Priory.
Frankly Lost.
Who else from
around here? I
don't
know.
Remember. And then
Proper Punctuation from Philadelphia is on that show. Yeah, a lot of great acts from around the Northeast.
Yeah, and then on Monday, the 10th, the May Alliance session. It's a Q&A with Jeff Myers, who is a music critic.
That's cool.
Yeah, so
he from the Buffalo News, right? Am I correct about that?
So.
Okay,
but
cool.
that's like a really cool Q&A opportunity.
Sure.
If you want to know what music critics are looking for, because that's another branch to get your music,
absolutely,
heard or at least suggested.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, you might want to take advantage of that. I don't know. There's some other stuff going on that's not music related. There's museums are opening up. Like Botanical Gardens is doing stuff for Mother's Day. Are you guys doing anything for Mother's Day? I'm gonna hang out with my mom, and my sister, and I'm probably gonna garden with my mom, and I'm kind of looking forward to it. I hope the weather's good. If the weather's good, we're probably gonna garden anyways. We're just gonna wear like ponchos while we do it.
Until you mentioned Mother's Day, I didn't even know it was Mother's Day. So Mom, I'm sorry. No cameos this time. Well, so I Cameo gave me a sponsored ad on Facebook.
Yeah.
And it was like, get your mother the gift of Violent J. And of course, I screenshot this.
Yeah.
It's my mom. I don't think my mom knows who the hell the insane.
Right.
Mom, if you're listening and you know who the Insane Clown Posse is, let me know that I'm wrong here. But
Yeah,
I don't think my
right.
mom knows who the Insane Clown Posse are, let alone their individual names, Shaggy, Two Dope, and Violent J. So I of course screenshot this, and I'm just like, yeah, I can picture it now. My mom's sitting at home. She's got her Juggalo makeup on. She's shooting Faygo all over the place. Just and my brother. Literally from a different mother. That's not, you know, literally from, like, we have the same dad, but he goes, you never know. Your mom might lead some kind of alternate lifestyle like that. Maybe she is into ICP. I'm like, well, if she's that into ICP, I'll just get her tickets to the gathering.
You know?
And he says, my girlfriend said that's not a good idea. If you loved your mom, you wouldn't do that. And then you said that's true. So I don't know. But yeah, like Cameo apparently thinks my mom would like a cameo from Violent J for Mother's Day.
I wonder what algorithm and what information like fed an algorithm to say that would be a good idea.
There was an ad for, I don't know who the company was, but they were doing ads on Instagram, and it was like, you're receiving this ad because you are job title and you're interested in whatever. And, you know, it was like, apparently it was like extremely accurate because they were using like the information that they would get from like the data that they would get from like Facebook or Instagram. And Facebook, who owns Instagram, was like, no, fuck you. And they deleted the ads.
Okay.
They're like, you can't tell people you know this stuff.
Yeah.
Like, we
that
all
means
know
we're giving away that information.
We all know they know this shit. That's how the algorithm works. We fucking know this. Mm-hmm. That's why I get all this shit I want all the time. And I'm like, ooh, I should buy this.
Yeah.
I bought a bunch of records today. I did.
Okay, tell me what did you get?
So yesterday I bought the Everly Brothers' Greatest Hits and Chuck Berry's Greatest Hits.
That sounds pretty good.
Well, so I was like, for whatever reason, I had All I Have to Do Is Dream by the Everly Brothers stuck in my head. I'm like, you know, I kind of want that on vinyl, and I don't. It's nowhere in my collection. It's not on any of the compilations I own. So I'm like, you know, I wonder if I could just get an Everly Brothers Greatest Hits. So I'm like, all right, let me look for that. So I found it, and everybody that had it was like $5 shipping. So I'm like, let me see if I could get more records under that $5 shipping. And so I finally found a guy that had a very good plus copy of the Everly Brothers, $5 shipping, and you could buy another record and still get the $5 shipping. Mm-hmm. So I was like, all right, let me find something else. So I found the Chuck Berry Greatest Hits through his list, and I'm like, let me get that. Bought. And then this morning I woke up and I had an email from Discogs saying that the guy accepted my payment or whatever. So I got to thinking, you know, let me go on Discogs real quick. And then I'm like, you know, let me see if I can find that Billy Joel record I've been looking for. The one that's got We Didn't Start the Fire on it. Because I can't find that record. Cannot. Like for under $100 or like $75, I think was like the cheapest I saw it in the States.
Wow.
I found a very good plus pressing, copy of it from Mexico. It was $17 shipped. So like sold, buying it. Been looking for this record forever.
Yeah.
Found it. I was going to throw it in my want list if I couldn't find a good price on it. But luckily I found a copy in Mexico for $17. My shipment has arrived, ladies and gentlemen. It just popped up on my screen.
Now, is it your package?
That's a good question. We'll find out after the show, I guess. But
yeah.
But then I'm sitting there, and as I went to go look for the Billy Joel record, the last thing I had searched on Discogs was the album Make Yourself by Incubus.
Yeah.
So I'm like, let me buy this too. So I bought Make Yourself by Incubus.
I'm not upset about that.
No, neither am I. I put it on to kind of try and fall asleep to the other day. So it's like, let me see if I could get this on vinyl. So yeah, sure enough, I could get it on vinyl. It's pressed by Music on Vinyl, which is, they do great pressings. I've got a bunch of theirs. I've got like White Zombie and I think my Korn pressing is from them, and I think one of my Filter records is from them. Like a bunch. I got a bunch of good pressings from them. So I'm like, yeah, that's a no-brainer. It's from a store I shop online from all the time. So yeah, let me buy that. And then also I found out our friends, Working Class Stiffs, are releasing their album on a 12-inch vinyl.
I'm so excited about that.
Here's the best part about it. It was $15.
Shit.
$15. I said, Joe, how the fuck did you...
Yeah.
How are you able to sell this for $15? He's like, I don't know. A label's doing it. Like,
oh, cool.
Okay.
That's great. Good for them.
That's awesome. We're sitting here. We just paid $35 each for us, individual copies of our album, just so we can put them on our wall.
Yeah, right. To have 4 pressings.
Yeah. So, so that's cool. It was $21 after shipping. So
that's great.
Okay,
that's a steal.
I thought I was going to look at it because I know there's a local band. I want to say it's The Last Rain, but I'm not sure. There's a local band that's got a vinyl that they're putting out, and it's like $60. And I'm like, no.
Ouch.
Like, there's records in my fucking want list I won't pay $60 for. I'm not. I like you guys. I wear your T-shirt.
Right. Maybe get the CD.
I bought your T-shirt. They sent me the CD with the T-shirt.
Yeah.
And you know what? It might not have been them. It might have been somebody else. But seriously, like $60 for a vinyl from a local band is way too much.
It's not worth the time and investment.
I gotta say, like, I understand the cost involved in putting out vinyl. I completely do, because if it was reasonable to put out vinyl, Falls Count Anywhere would be out on vinyl for everybody to buy. Yeah. It wouldn't just be like, I have a copy and Brian and John and Kevin each have a copy. It would be, we have these for sale if you want them.
Yeah.
But I am like, I'm not selling these for $30.
Yeah.
Like, I will buy them for us, and we each individually paid for ours, but like, I will order them for us because it's, one, Brian and I love vinyl, and 2, it'll look great in a frame on the wall.
It does. It looks
and it's
cool.
a nice, nice piece of memorabilia from our first release as a band.
Yeah.
But I cannot in good conscience be like, here you go. If you guys want the vinyl, it's $30.
Yeah. Especially, didn't you say the audio quality wasn't the best?
Oh yeah, the audio, it didn't come out great. Because it wasn't really mixed for vinyl,
Yeah.
So like,
yeah.
But I'm sure like the Working Class Stiffs album will sound great. It's $15, plus $5 shipping.
That's fine.
It wouldn't be the first local band I have in my collection. I've got like Mom Says No, and I've got Cosmic Shakedown. I've probably got other local bands I'm not thinking of off the top of my head. I feel like I do. I bought my mom a Big Willie and the Hubcaps record a couple of months ago. She was very excited to get that. But yeah, I mean, I couldn't be like $30, but $15 for, a great EP from a great band, a great album from a great band in Working Class Stiffs.
Hell yeah.
Like, yeah, okay, I'll definitely buy that.
Hell yeah. We're going to wear that record out.
That's a reasonable price.
Like, I alone am going to wear that record out because I ask Google to play that all the time.
We were trying to play a game on Google before the show. Because we're sitting here listening to the radio. We're listening to the radio, and you're like, hey, find a game for us to play.
Yeah.
And so I was going to go on the computer and find like a 2-player trivia game.
That's what I was thinking, like Hangman or Tetris or like some classic.
And then you're just like, and then it like hit me like, hey, we could tell the wiretap machine over here, if you own a Google Home Mini or any kind of Google speaker, you can tell it I'm feeling lucky, and it'll start a trivia show.
Okay.
And so I started that, and
that sucked.
Well, you went to answer a question, and it's like, okay, see you later. It's like, what the fuck? So then you're like, what about the music one? Because we've played Song Pop on it.
And did we play that on the Alexa?
No, we played that out. We played that in here on this. You just set off my device.
Sorry.
Anyway, I feel so bad whenever I'm doing a stream and I mention
her name,
Miss Bliss from wrestling. if somebody brings up wrestling in the chat and I start talking about it, I always feel bad. I'm like, I just set off your devices and I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Because I know, like, I watch videos sometimes of like automated home automation setup, and a lot of those guys are really good about like muting it.
Yeah.
So it doesn't set off your devices. But there's one guy, and it was a Spanish speaking guy, and I'm just trying to see, like, you know, I don't understand a word he's saying, but clearly at some point he said the trigger word to set off my home mini because it's responding in Spanish, and I'm like, I don't like. I think he had subtitles. I think maybe that's how I was understanding what he was doing. I don't know. But yeah, that was just. I try my best to not set off your home devices if I can help it. So
hey, look at the countdown.
I know we got 1:45.
Oh my gosh. Well, let's talk a little bit about the Orange Corner and the Rainbow Rink.
So Orange Corner is playing at the Rainbow Rink
tomorrow,
in North Tonawanda, New York.
Tomorrow.
I used to go there.
I feel like I've gone there, but like not skated. Is there an arcade in there?
Yes.
Is there?
So
is it next to a bowling alley?
I don't think so.
God, my childhood's a little blurry.
So the last time I heard anything about Rainbow Rink, I was at a Steel Panther show, and you were at Stamps. You were putting on a show, and I was gonna come to Stamps after the Steel Panther show, and I got a text from my kid's mom, like, "Oh, she's at Rainbow Rink with a boy."
I remember that.
And I think she texted me like, "Oh, I met him. I didn't like him." And that's not what she meant. She meant she did like him.
Oh.
She just, swiped to type or talked to type or whatever, and it got it wrong. So I'm like, do I need to go beat him up? Do I need to, like, I'm going that way. Do I need to stop there? And she said, no. I meant I liked him. He was a nice kid. Like, oh, okay, good. She just got a hamster. His name is Nugget. It's adorable.
Yes.
Anyway. So this is Orange Corner, and this is from their latest album, and it's the shortest song on the album, even though it's 8 minutes long, but that's cool. Like, if you can do that and make it entertaining for 8 minutes, more power to you. I can't do that. Yeah. But this is Orange Corner. The song is called Les Groove on all WNY ThinkSoJoE show. We'll see you next week.
Yeah.
Coming through you and I, that's enough to make me say, hey. grows more and more than ever before. I got to know just how much it can grow. Mystifying beauty is making me high. With amalgamated love is how I go through my day. Just feeling that energy coming through you and I. That's enough to make me say